Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to an amazing new series called Lagos Travel Guide, aka the Last Giddy Bible, the Lagos Bible. What does that mean? It means this is your number one stop, right, for everything Lagos travel. In every episode in this series, I will be sharing 7 things. Today's video is all about the 7 best apps that every traveler to Nigeria needs to know about. If you're visiting Nigeria anytime soon or you plan to visit next year or in the coming years, this video is for you. And even if you're based in Nigeria and you think, am I missing out on some apps? Are there some things that Sassy knows that I should know? This video is also for you. If you feel that I've missed out on an app that was very useful during your trip to Nigeria, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. In case you're new here and you haven't seen my face before, my name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian author. Yes, I'm actually the author of the original Lagos Travel Guide, aka the Lagos Bible. Lagos Travel Guide is a 5-star travel guide for Lagos that I wrote. It is an essential guide to visiting Lagos, to exploring Lagos, its vibrant culture, its rich history, and fabulous food. You can grab your copy on Amazon and also at various stockists. I'll link all that below, so you can get your copy easily. Before I get started, don't forget to join this amazing community on YouTube by subscribing. Yes, click that red big button down below and give this video a huge thumbs up. So let's get straight into this video. First of all, you're thinking, I want to go to Lagos. I don't want to stay with my family or friends. I actually want to find an accommodation that is just seamless, no wahala, no drama. You might consider, maybe I should just book a particular popular hotel chain that I know in the UK or that I know in America that is also here in Lagos. You might consider that. But I would advise that you actually use Airbnb. Yes, you would be happy to know that Airbnb also works here in Lagos. Airbnb, if you don't know, is an app that allows you to book vacation rentals. When Airbnb first started in Nigeria, I won't lie, like the quality of accommodation was dismal. It was actually terrible. But over the years, I mean, the quality of accommodations that landlords or people are putting up onto the platform is absolutely stunning now. And you know, with stunning comes, yes, it's more expensive. It's very expensive. So you'll find that a lot of the accommodation prices is actually comparable to something you would even find in New York, in London. Like, it's not cheap, especially if you're going to be based on the island. I would say that Airbnb is probably the safest method for booking accommodation here in Lagos, because you don't have to deal with, agents or, talking to agents about, which amenities is included, is internet included, is lights, electricity included, is water included. This would be the kind of questions that would come into place if you were trying to actually rent for a year or rent for 6 months. But when it comes to Airbnb, everything is very transparent. You can see exactly what you're getting for your money. The great thing about Airbnb also is that it also helps you try out different areas of the city. So if you decide, you don't feel like staying in Lekki anymore after a month or a few weeks, you can try Via, you can try Ikoyi, you can try different neighborhoods because they're very different feels. So that's something that I think it's worth, trying Airbnb for. Number 2, the second app I would recommend for you to use is Bolt. When it comes to getting around in Lagos, I would not advise you to hire a car in advance unless it's a personal recommendation and you have experience of driving in Lagos. Driving in Lagos is not a joke. Like, it's not the same as driving anywhere else. Like, it is a Formula 1, track driving in Lagos. Like, it can take a lot out of you. It can drain you. So if you don't have experience, I would definitely stick to an app like Bolt. Bolt allows you to book your ride on demand. So if you need a ride right away, just bring up the app, register, put in all your bank information. You also, I believe on both, you can also pay with cash, so that's good to bear in mind. But it's very seamless to use. If you've used apps like Uber, it's very similar to Bolt. Uber does operate in Nigeria too, so if you want to use Uber, you can also use Uber. Number 3, Jumia Food. Jumia Food is a food app that allows you to basically buy food on demand. So if you know the likes of Deliveroo, Food Panda, Just Eat, you know, all those apps, it's pretty much the same thing. But Jumia Food is probably the most popular app right now, even though there are other ones coming up. I would suggest that if you're booking, you know, buying a meal on the app, I would suggest that you try and order from places that are close to your location, right? So if you're in VI, example, Victoria Island, I would suggest you pick restaurants in Victoria Island, because you don't want, you know, your delivery time to be too long, right? So if you're really hungry and you're tight for time, try and order from restaurants that are actually close to your building. Yes. Number 4, a VPN. That's a virtual private network like NordVPN. Some apps and websites will prevent you from accessing them simply because you're based in Nigeria. Yes, your IP address states that you're in Nigeria. I have had issues logging into several apps because of my location. And this is where a VPN like NordVPN comes into place. Essentially, what it does, it basically reroutes and changes your IP to somewhere else, like maybe Portugal. You can choose where you want, you know, your IP address to be from, basically somewhere else, so that you can easily access that app or that website. This is incredibly important because I'm sure you've never experienced that before, whereby you can't access a website because of where you're located. It can be incredibly frustrating, especially if you're trying to do something urgently. So I would advise for you to definitely subscribe to one of these VPNs, get one of those VPNs on your phone or your laptop, just to make life easy and less stressful. Number 5, Aboki FX. Aboki FX says that they're the most trusted platform to get live exchange rates. I am sure many of you that are planning to visit Nigeria plan on bringing your dollars, your pounds, and actually changing local currency to local currency in Nigeria, because the rates are better locally here and your money goes much, much further. If you want to know the rates, which the malams that you might be changing money from, you know, what is a good rate, this is why it's good to have Aboki FX, because on a day-to-day basis, they actually update what the parallel rates are. So you can check and be like, okay, you know what, today pound is 6.75, dollar is 4 something something, you know what I mean? So it's good to have this at hand so you can easily pull this up to easily check. Key to note that you should never ever try and exchange at the bank rate, because you will lose money. Number 6, Google Map. I don't think I have used an app more than I have used Google Map when I first arrived in Nigeria. Google Maps helps you navigate where exactly you're going. And you might think, why do I have to know where I'm going, even if I'm in a taxi or whatever? One, for safety reasons. Like whenever I'm in a taxi and I'm going to an unknown area, I like to pull up my Google Maps so I can actually see exactly where we're going and that we're in the right direction. Google Maps for me also helps give me a sense of where the hell are we going when it comes to people inviting you for events. For example, somebody might invite you, you might be in Lekki and they say, there's some party happening in Maryland. And by the time you check your map and you see that the traffic is 4-5 hours, you know that you might just say, you know what, thank you for the invite, I can't make it, right? It gives you a sense of where exactly is everywhere. I remember actually a friend saying to me the other day, she just arrived in Nigeria like a year or so ago, and she said that she always thought Badagry was not far, you know, but when she actually checked on the map, it was like, wow, that place is far. So sometimes when people talk about locations, Google Maps just helps you double check to understand, like, okay, where exactly is this place? So I personally love Google Maps. I think it's an amazing app to have here in Nigeria. Finally, number 7, I would suggest that you get a banking app, a local banking app. If you don't have a Nigerian bank account and you're Nigerian, I would advise you to get one as soon as possible. And once you do that, get the associated banking app for that bank. This really makes doing transactions easier. Many times, this is how even local traders trade money. So when you buy something, they can say, oh, just use, transfer me some money, which means go on your app and I'll give you my bank account and you can just transfer me the money. And the great thing about Nigeria is that when somebody transfers you money, you actually get a notification saying that the money has been received by text message. So a lot of people love to operate with the banking app. I remember once I actually bought plantain, 500 naira plantain, from a guy that was hawking in traffic, and I was like, I have no cash, and the guy was like, oh, do you have a bank account? I can give you my bank account for you to transfer. Like joke, I transferred it, he got his money right away, and that was the end of that. So guys, that is the end of my video. It was a very quick video. I really hope it was very useful in terms of helping you understand a little bit of how to navigate Nigeria. If you have other suggestions of other apps that you particularly found useful in Lagos, Nigeria, drop them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this new series. I hope to create more videos in this series, but I also want you guys to let me know in the comment section which topics would you like me to cover, which 7 things would you like to hear from me. I look forward to seeing that in the comment section too. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love and appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you on the next Lagos Travel Guide series. Bye.